Hello. Hello, we're back. We are on week 4? 4. 4 or 5. I keep forgetting. Listen, I am farm sim brain. I keep thinking there's only 4 weeks. It's actually 5. We have until the 9th. We have until the 9th to get this done. And then we got 1 week to go. And that'll be it. Listen. This is why I'm only doing like this is why I'm only doing the good run over instead of doing the fail run, because I just it's grind. After a certain point it's just a grind. Like there's no extra new content or anything. Like we're not doing the adventures or anything, so there's kind of no point to it. There's no point to me like redoing like the failed and the successful runs. But either way, hope y'all doing well. I took a break, did some stretches, ate, called my mother, had a little break. I'm kind of running a little bit low on fumes, but I'm gonna have to do another video tomorrow. So I figured I'd just at least finish this one up today. I wanted to get these done, so that way I can focus the rest of the week when I stream next time to just whatever I'm wanting to do. And I can enjoy the rest of the week. And, you know, do other stuff. Just do other stuff. Like, type. Like I mentioned before that I was going to, like, I've been doing a whole bunch of stuff in the background and wanting to do much stuff. I forgot that I was also trying to write more, which I haven't been doing. Because I've been focusing on other stuff. It also includes, like, writing like the Sims 4 challenge that I was working on. I've basically kind of ignored that for a long time, which I have been re-editing that, and then I kind of stopped. but I'm gonna try and work on that a little bit tonight if my hands will let me. I might have to use gloves, which I hate using gloves. I hate using gloves when I am working on the computer, but like it's getting cold and my hands are cramping up a lot. They're cramping up a lot. Sounds like I'm saying crapping. So I have to wear the gloves to keep my hands warm so that they stop cramping and trying to lock up. And I'll probably have to do that for the rest of the season and the rest of the year, because like it's only September and I'm doing this. Usually it's later in the year. So like it's going to be very cold. Like normally it's like November or December when I start struggling with these like kind of issues and having hand issues. So like it's going to be very cold around here this year, and I'm kind of nervous about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of nervous about it. But I'll figure something out. I'll figure out stuff to do. I'll figure out things to do and like ways to make my hands do good. If all else fails, I'll put text-to-speech on, which I don't really like text-to-speech. Listen, my partner, Core, uses text-to-speech because they're legally blind. They have vision issues, right? They're legally blind. I don't even know if you could tell. Like, when they're playing games and stuff, but like their screen looks a little bit different and stuff like that, and maybe, like, I don't really, like, I think it's her story. It's their story. It's his, their, she, his, they. We're both non-binary. But anyway, it's their story to tell. We're both non-binary. We use he, she, and they. But I keep forgetting to switch them up, so I'm just trying to do that. But yeah, I think it's more their story to tell when it comes to this sort of thing, rather than mine. But they do struggle with some like visual issues. So they use text to speech a lot when it comes to typing stuff and various things. Not all the time. Not all the time. When they're on the computer, they're pretty good because they can like brighten up their screen and stuff. I don't really know. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've actually looked at their screen when they're like streaming and stuff. So I don't know how bright like their game and stuff is when they're playing. Cause he's looked at mine. I need to flip it. Listen, the main reason I don't flip is because we live in an area where people call us she no matter what. So at this point, we both just said, it don't matter. But then I come home and I forget, and I still refer to her as a she, and I'm still doing it, and I'm trying to remember not to because it's been a while. So I'm just trying to reset my brain and remember again. He, it's he, and they. Anyway, listen, I don't know why I struggle with it. Like you think me being genderless I would be better with it, but either way, they do lighten up their screen for certain games, and they have complained a few times to me about how dark my screen looks, and I'm just like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's dark? It looks fine to me. And they're like, I don't see the issue, but they complain all the time about how difficult it is to see my screen, and it's also for boyfriend too. They'll point at boyfriend and be like, "How do you see in that screen?" I'm just like, "It's bright as hell." So it's very interesting. It's very interesting living with somebody with like vision issues. But you know, I mean, I guess I can't really say much because it's probably interesting for them to live with somebody that can't really hear. So I'm their eyes, and he's my ears, I guess. My ears and maybe my legs. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's really my legs. I guess my cane is technically my legs. My mobility is more my cane. Like, God, I did not realize when I was younger how useful a cane was. Again, I had a lot of shame. I was embarrassed to admit that I was disabled. That's why I had so much trouble at my first college. I was ashamed to admit I had issues. But like, oh my God, after I got a cane, everything got so much easier. It's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. My legs still like to lock up. And like sometimes it'll lock up within 5 minutes, and sometimes it'll be like 30 minutes or an hour. It's so fun. It's so fun. You never know. It's like Schrodinger's kneecaps. You never know when you're going to be in pain. It's so damn fun. Anyway. But using a cane makes it a lot easier to get around. Like even if it's not really my legs that are causing me pain, or like my legs locking up, or I'm like struggling, right? Because like a lot of times I don't really need the cane. I don't necessarily need the cane to like walk around Walmart or like a store or any kind of building. It's more like outside, if that makes sense. Like if I am in an open field or an area where there's not a lot of walls or anything to cling onto, that tends to be the thing that I need the cane for the most. And then whenever it decides to lock up, or I'm like having leg issues that day, right? But most of the time it's just like outside areas, because I have balance issues. I have balance issues, and using a cane makes me walk a lot faster than I used to. Which, gonna be honest, I don't walk fast in general, but I walk faster with the cane. Oh no, I'm the slowest one of us. So. Out of the three in the house, I'm the slowest. But I'm even slower without the cane. The cane makes me go fast. The cane makes me go zoom compared to how I usually walk. And it's kind of sad that the cane makes me go zoom. I shouldn't have to use the cane to go zoom. The cane shouldn't do that. Legs should do that. Legs make me go zoom. Anyway, you might notice there's a lot of blue. Not too much now, but I think it's this week. And listen, I remember it being worse. I know it happened in the first game too, and I was like really panicking because it happened again. There's a point where like pretty much everything goes blue that possibly can. Like all the weapons, a whole bunch of other things, the food, everything. Just so much becomes blue. And I think it's this week, because last week seemed to do good, but like everything starts turning blue, and it really scares me. And I was afraid I was going to go like this far. I was afraid I was going to go this far into the game, and I was going to lose. I was really stressing out, but everything ended up being fine. But oh my God, there was so much blue. There was so much blue, and yeah, I had to use the vendor. I had to use the vendor to make up the excess once blues started going away because I was just panicking. Nothing was selling. I couldn't sell half the stuff that I was getting. I couldn't sell. I was stressing out. But you'll probably see it at the end of this. Because I think next week was actually pretty good. The real trouble next week is just making enough money, right? That was the difficulty with next week because it's 500k as opposed to like 200k now. I think it's 200k. But yeah, I had so many issues. I had so many issues this week with trying to earn enough money. I was straight up panicking at a certain point. So sorry. Listen, I normally don't like even pause when I know it's just like a light cough like that, but if I know I'm going to have like a bad episode, look at that, I gave myself 20 of those, and part of it was because I was like, well, you know what, this might have been foreshadowing on my part. If I can't use it for the vending machines, I can give it to, like, I can use it as a replacement for walnut bread. I was just trying to think of, I do remember this, I was trying to think of items to put in the vending machine that were cheap, because I was running out of items for, like, the outside area, and I didn't have a lot of money. So I wanted something to stockpile the machines, just anything in general, until I could get some more money. So I figured the candy would work, and whatever I had excess, I could use as, like, a secondary version of the, as the walnut bread. Because I figured there'd be a food drop, and then, like, maybe the sweets would come up. No, that didn't happen. that did not happen. Oh god, it's it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, you could probably hear them going ka-ching, 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 because that's what's going on. There's a whole bunch of things being sold. I don't think have I realized yet that I can buy more than one vending machine yet? I don't know. Oh my god, somebody's buying the damn thing. Somebody's actually buying it, right? They bought it, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Let's see. Yeah! Yeah, they bought it! They bought it! Hey, isn't it great? Oh, is this where I freaked out? Yeah, this is where I got confused. Oh no, this is where I got confused. I lost my mind after this. I got so mad. I didn't realize that I got 2 scales in a row at that time. I knew something happened because I saw the scale, and I thought I was selling it. No, okay. Now that I'm seeing it again, I understand. Look at me. Trying to get extra money out of those. I was just like, I'm getting vengeance. I'm just getting vengeance. I remember the sale though. I remember having so many issues, and I was just like, I'm going to sell that as soon as I possibly can, and I don't think I did. I don't think I made the sale. I sold some other treasures, but I don't think I sold that one. Oh, I was so mad. I lost my mind. It was so funny. Listen, I can laugh about it now, but I was not. I mean, I was laughing about it. Listen, I laugh for most things. I shouldn't have made an angry emote. I didn't need an angry emote, because I rarely ever get angry. Like I rarely ever frown. Even when I'm angry, I laugh. It's very hard for me to get super angry. At least when it comes to video games. Like there's ways to set me off. I don't like it. I don't like getting set off. I don't want to get set off, but I don't like it. Not in public. Anyway, but like in a regular thing, I just like most of this just seems funny rather than aggravating. Like I'm sure if I was doing this for the 5th time and it was about to destroy me, then yeah, I'd probably be a little bit more mad. This is why I don't do the really big hardcore runs where you have only 1 life, and if you die a single time, you can't come back to the game. You have to start over. Like I get the appeal of those kinds of games. I get the appeal of the challenge. I can't handle that frustration. like that's more me than anything. But I don't get the idea of that. I can't handle it personally. Like my brain hurts. Like I see that sort of thing, and I'm just like, I could have done so much with that. I could have gone further. Like, little difficulty spike is no problem, but like, one and done, I hate that. I hate that. Which I guess that's kind of funny considering what I'm doing now. Like I say, I'm not good into one and done challenges, but this is literally what I'm... Isn't this what I'm doing right now? I don't know, this feels less intense, I guess. It's not like if you die to a single enemy, then you have to do the whole running over. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like I have a little bit more control over this one compared to like other ones. Oh, if you heard that danging, that weird sound in the background, I don't know why. I wanted to find out if I could like pause and save the game in the middle of the shop. I don't know why I did that. But I did. My brain, listen, I think my brain might have fried, like, at the 3 and a... Yeah, I guess this is the 3.5 hour mark. 3 hours and 41 minute mark. It's probably closer to 4 hours. I've cut out some of this footage. Like, the parts of the footage where, like, I was on break or, like, had to quit for a minute, so it's probably more like 4 or 5 hour. But I was probably fried, and I was just like thinking, and had a dumb idea, and decided to utilize it. See, for a long time I was using the curry and the what's it called, the Mont Blanc in the top, and then it finally hit me that I could be selling the melons. Like, the melons are the most expensive item here. Why am I not selling melons? Like, everybody loves a good melon, right? Don't make the joke. Anyway. I keep looking at things every so often, and I'm like, wait, am I buying or selling? Because sometimes it will tell you, hey, what price do I... What do I buy this for? What do I sell this for? And other times it just says capitalism whole. And I'm like, am I supposed to buy or sell this? Uh-oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is why I got a scale a couple of days ago, or a couple quarters ago, for like a bigger price. This is what happens. It's still up there. It's still up there in the window. Oh no. There we go, more leveling. So I'm running out of ideas. listen, I'm sure if I was doing a stream on a brand new day, I would have a lot of things. Listen, I keep saying I want to do streams longer, but I'm also like, ugh. Anyway, this is where the fall starts. Look at all this. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. Look at the blue. I think it started with the candy. I think it started with the food. But we're gonna get the everything, and look, all the weapons are still down too. You notice that? You notice that? This is when I start panicking. This is when I start panicking here, because at first I'm like, well, you know what? It's just a few items. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm gonna buy some expensive stuff, cause they're down lower. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, see, I bought a second vendor because I'm crazy. And because we're still pretty cheap, I buy a couple of them. And we're just gonna buy, because I keep thinking, oh well, it's only a couple of days. It'll be like a quarter or two. The swords should go down. The swords should go down in price, no problem. They don't go down. I mean, I guess they should go up in price. The sword should go up in price, no problem. We'll have no issues here. No issues whatsoever. Everything will be going up. We'll be able to get through this. We'll be able to make more money. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We can get the expansion now. But eventually we'll be able to afford more stuff. We'll be able to put more stuff down. I just gotta get through this little rough spot. Just this little tiny rough spot. And everything will be better. And I'm just trying to figure out stuff right now. I'm just trying to figure out things. Don't you worry. See, I could still sell the old vendor. It's the new ones that I can't sell right now because they're like, I guess they're made out of metal. I think it's a metal thing right now, right? It's the type of metal they're made out of. I'm a little confused. I'm not sure what's like decreased. Because like the old vendor, is it implying that the old vendor's made out of wood? Or something that's not metal? I'm a little confused by it. Either way. We'll just toss. Look at this. Look at this. Me tossing a 10k item down. 10k. Like, do you see this? Look, I even put some more treasures down. The fishing pole sells, by the way. The fishing pole sells. Look at me leaving a spot open. I'm so confident that I'll make some good sales. Did I leave the vending machine open and empty? Or did I put stuff in it? I think I was just trying to figure out what to put down. Because I was just really confused. I don't know. I can't remember. Like, I feel like I made quite a bit of mistakes in this little section. I probably should have tried to put some stock in everything, even if it was just small stock. We do get some good items for sale. Why did I get it for 50? Why did I buy it for 50? I really was fried. I really was fried. Why did the volume go down? I'm a little confused. Hang on. Hang on just a second. I don't know if that fixed the audio or not. I think this was more inside the game itself. I don't know. Because I've got it on pretty high. Let's see. I'm so confused. Oh no, I paused it for a little bit just to see if I could fix it. But it still sounds down. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna guess it's something stream related. I might have turned it down for some reason. I'm not sure. Look at me getting all these like level 10, like these level 3 items. Because my brain was like, you know what? Since we've got so many items that are like lower level available to us, and there's so many blue items, why don't we try getting some cheaper options out of the other categories? Just a few. Just some things to help out. Yeah, get that melon. Get that fancy stuff. Alright. Okay, yeah. See, that's what I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, I'm going to move all these big expensive items out of the way and then just put, like, all the good stuff at the front, like I have been doing. I think I still... Okay, yeah. I still leave all the expensive stuff at the front. Like, that's probably not a good idea. All things considering. Listen, I know the future. I know what happens later. This is not a good setup for, like, the window. Listen, I'm just saying, this is not a good setup. But, like, having 10 of, like, the bigger named items in every category is really useful. And, like, I didn't get all of them 10, but now we have, like, a bunch of bigger items to sell in the back, and we don't have to worry as much about keeping items in stock. Because now we have, like, a decent amount of stock. Not great. You might notice that, like, there's only 5. Like if you're getting any more than, like, 3 or 4 in a night venue, you're doing pretty good. If you're doing better than 3 or 4, you're doing really good. And hey, look, we sold a treasure. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. It's so rare to sell that garbage. Anyway, I hate. Listen, they're called treasures, but they don't act like treasures. They act like trash. I hit my microphone again. I'm kind of noticing now that Louis shares like a similar hair color to like the man, woman, and child. Do you think they're related? Listen, there's not much lore, so I don't know. I mean, there is lore in the game, but I don't think he really talks to them like they're family. Hey, look, the price of metals has normalized. Let's take advantage of this, right? I'm going to take advantage of this, right? I will take advantage of this, right? At least a little bit. I'm going to, right? You are going to take advantage of this, right, past self? Okay, a little bit. A little bit. It would be an awful shame if it doesn't work out the way you're wanting. Okay. I'm still afraid to like put anything above 5,000 up here. So that's okay. That's okay. What the hell am I doing? I don't even know. I don't even know right now. What the hell am I doing? I'm so confused. Oh, okay, the vending machine. All right, that's what I thought was going on, but then she started going to the other section. I had to think for a minute. Oh, okay, we're going to put these in there. That actually makes a little bit of sense because you could just like sell the excess off. So instead of having like the really cheap items in there, now we have some like bigger items now. So we can make a little bit more money than usual. So that's why I bought them. I do remember doing this. I just couldn't remember putting them in the vending machine. But now we have some decent items in the vending machine. And like again, you can put anything in there. So like nothing's stopping me from putting $5,000 worth of items down or anything like that. Nothing at all. But yeah, like all these people, except for like a few of the characters that come later, all share like similar appearances and stuff. So I'm wondering if maybe they're related. I don't know. Like I'm assuming they're all different people, but the fact that they all look so similar and have similar like hair colors and stuff like that. I mean, the grandpa could literally not have anything to do with them, but like the man, woman, and child do, and Louis is very similar to him too. So I don't know. I guess they're just calling him a peasant. I guess maybe that's what they're suggesting. he's just a random nobody or something like that. He's a random everyday man. I wonder if when they do remake this game, if they'll add more like storyline to it. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be funny if he was actually the son of this guy, but that I don't think that would work because he works for the guild. The price of weapons has decreased. Ooh. Uh-oh. I didn't put any swords down. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Oopsie doopsie. Well, at least the price of metals has normalized, so I can actually put different stuff down and not obsess over the treasures. See, this is why I hate the treasures. I've had those treasures up there for forever and nothing. Like, I tried. I got a couple of them sold. Most of them won't sell though. Like if they're above like 6,000, most people aren't going to touch them. It's so freaking annoying. Anyway, I don't know why you would even want to attempt. I think it's funny that I keep saving. As if that's actually going to help me. I think what was going on is that it was trying to storm when I started recording this, but I can't remember. I know we had a chance of storms the last day I was recording, so it could be something related to that, and I was afraid of it going off. So, gotta abuse the rich, right? Get every bit of pocket money we can. See, even she's rich. Even she's rich. Get that money. And he's going to become a pirate. We're going to make him into a pirate. Okay, so we've been level 20 for a while, haven't we? So I guess the expansion was around level 20. I don't remember. I don't remember looking at the merchant level when I saw the expansion option. I think the grinding section of listen the way the game is made out, you're not really supposed to do this all in a single swoop. You're really not expected to play this all in a single day. You're definitely not expected to do everything with a single dungeon run or with no dungeon runs at all. They really expect you to play this while going to the dungeons and doing adventures and stuff. Like most of the gameplay is through the dungeons. Like there's a ton of lore and story building and items that are just through the dungeons themselves. So they don't expect you to do this. So that's why it does kind of feel like a little bit of a grind. But I am kind of running out of things to talk about. And it's listen, we're almost done. We're almost done. Uh, only like another hour left. Oh, I guess it's more like 2 hours. I guess it's more like 2 hours, but it's fine. It's fine. uh, we'll have one more section, and then we'll be done, and then I can go on to the Klonoa game. At least the Klonoa game, like there's something going on all the time. So I always have something a little extra to talk about. I can always like add like more details. But like this, it's just like the same images and screens going on and on forever. So, we got a new expansion. Hey, look, we got something new. And I'm going to talk about this real quick. For a while, I debated on doing 2 vending machines, and I think I do it like a couple of days in a row. You might notice I moved the vending machines a little bit. This guy, this is the wall window counter that messes up. So that side next to the corner of the wall doesn't have any kind of like shiny bit, and it takes me a little bit to remember that. So I go in thinking, oh, I could just put all 8 of them and have them shiny. No, the last one doesn't count as a shiny. Now if I moved it closer to the door, then the one closest to the door would not have a shiny. So that's just how it works. But this means I can do a little bit more variety with my items. I can have a whole bunch more different things up there and sell them in order to encourage more people to come to my store. So having this is very beneficial, especially especially because I don't have food. Having more variety of items just in general when you don't have food is very helpful, especially in luring in the women, luring in the ladies. So yeah, anyway, I don't know what we're going to do with the vendors. I don't remember what I do with them. All I know is that they're not going to be very useful if you have more than one down. This is probably one of the biggest detriments about the vending machine, is that having more than one down is kind of not a good thing. And like there might be a way of doing it better. Like once you've beaten the game, if you want to have more than one vending machine, it's probably fine because you're not so worried about like earning enough money, right? If you haven't beaten the game though, it is a bit of a pain in the butt because you don't know which vending machine they're going to use. And if you're trying to get them to buy a specific item, you know, like a vending machine, then you really want to try and get them to focus on a single item, a single vending machine, and try to buy the items from there. But I have 10 different items in 2 different places. That's 20 items in total. They're not going to necessarily look at both vending machines. So I do this for a couple of days, and I realize after a certain point that the vending machine isn't selling, and then I switch to only a single vending machine. And it's because the vending machine doesn't sell inside the vending machine, and I want to sell the vending machines inside the vending machine, so I just focus on a single one. Now later on, I make enough money, I could put vending machines in all the vending machines I want. I could literally fill the store with all the damn vending machines I want. I could put them at the windows if I want. I don't know if you can actually put them at the windows. I think you can. I don't know. But either way, we do this a couple of days and I realize we're not making that much money from the vendors because they're not buying the vending machine. So I switch it like soon. So yeah. Anyway, we've got 3 days left. It ended up being okay that I made that switch. Like I remember this week being a lot more stressful. I think it's because I was struggling to make money. Price of heavy armor has decreased. Whoops. Chest pieces have fallen. Price of food has normalized. I'm not having a good time, huh? Well, at least the food is normalized, right? But see, these two vendors here, they're not selling. I think I wait a little bit and think about it. But there might be a day or two, there might be like a quarter or two where I still use the vending machines. It's just a lot of it's just me trying to figure things out. So, I'm trying to think of something. Listen, I love challenge runs, but I don't always know what to say. I don't know what to see. This was another issue I had with like YouTube. Listen, I do it a little bit in stream too, but at least like at least in stream I'm doing like different games and I feel like I have a little bit more to say, but when I'm doing it post stream, I feel like I don't have as much to say because I could get it all out at once. like I feel in streams I'm a little bit more scattered and everything comes out, but when I'm just sitting here and just chatting and not doing anything else, like everything comes so much more fluid and clear and relaxed and chill. And now I'm just like, well, I've said everything I need to say. I'm all done. This is nothing like stream. Stream is just like 20 bajillion different thoughts in my head and I need to get them all out. All out at once, and then I think I end up getting like maybe half of them out if I'm lucky. Sometimes I forget. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm better off at YouTube. I don't know. I'm still saying it's an experience thing, and I just have to learn it. Cause like I had to learn YouTube too. I had to learn to get used to YouTube. So it's probably a similar thing. Just gotta adjust. Gotta get better at it. That's all. I still don't know really what I'm gonna do this week. Listen, I have a general idea. Like I always plan it out. Like I literally have like some things in folders and stuff, and I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to do that, we should do this week, we should do that this week. The day comes, I do nothing. I do none of that. I end up doing something completely different. So I don't even know why I plan. I always plan, and then I do nothing in the plan. Or like I change something really big in the plan, and it might as well just be a whole new plan in the end anyway. So like it's just I'm sure I'll figure something out, and I can figure out a schedule. I'm sure I can figure out something where my brain works kind of sort of normal. I don't know. Look at all that blue. It's so scary. Look at all that blue. Look at all that stuff. I could buy it, but I can't guarantee I could sell it. That's the scary part about this, by the way. That's the thing that's scary, is the fact that they're all blue, and I can't guarantee a sell. That's the issue here, because I could buy it. I don't know when the blue will end. The blue keeps popping up, and I can't promise that it'll end. Look, I literally try to gamble with the vending machines here. I literally to just try to gamble with the vending machines here. I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to buy vending machines. I'm going to buy the vending machines. Screw it. Screw it. This is the point where I gave in. This is the point where I gave in, and I was just like, you know what? We're doing the vending machines. I need money. I've got 2.5 days, and we're already on the half day. Oh dear. I lost my mind. But yeah, we're going to put the vendors down. I think I try one more time to get the vendors with both of them up in a single day. And I even sell taiyaki on the side because I was like, well, this is kind of cheap. That way I can have something bigger in the other grounds and stuff like that. Because I'm literally running out of items to sell. I'm literally running out of items to sell. Like, a lot of the stuff that I have is like either food or other items, and I'm kind of waiting for the food to drop. Like, I'm expecting the food to drop at this point, so I'm just trying to get everything I can to put for market. So it's a chaotic mess. Look at that. Look at that. That could have been sold. That could have been sold. And it didn't. It didn't get sold. Look at all that food I'm tossing out there. I'm just so stressed out. This is the point where I get stressed. Oh dear. There's so much. I could be making money and I can't. So yeah, you're going to see me selling a lot of food here in the next few minutes. If it lets me. Dun dun dun. Actually, I can't, like I was thinking that the food was the one that actually went down first, but I guess it was the weapons and the armor and stuff. But I was thinking it was more the food, but I guess not. Anyway, look at me tossing everything, including the treasures out. Like, listen, if I'm putting a treasure down in the back, I did it earlier in the game because I just wanted to see if it'd sell. But if I'm doing it at this point, I'm putting a treasure in the background, you know I'm desperate to, like, sell anything. If I'm that desperate to put a treasure down, like in the back instead of the window when it's not in red or pink or whatever color it is, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I need sales. I need money. I don't think I sell any single vending machine. Like the problem is you can put the things in the vending machine, but you can't guarantee that that's the item that's going to be bought. If there's 10 items in there, there's a 1 in 10 chance that the item that you want to sell is going to sell. And that's assuming that they're willing to buy it anyway. Like, remember, I had those treasure items in there for like several days, and I don't think maybe one of them got bought. If even that, I still don't even think one of them got bought. I still think most of them were just ignored completely. I think they completely ignored them, and it's really annoying. But anyway, 200k before the end of this next 2 days. We're doing good, right? We're doing good, right? We only got 20k out of the 200k. We should be fine, right? Well, we're gonna be fine. I mean, I wouldn't be recording this if we messed up. I would have just given up. I would have just said no. I would have just done the other 2 videos and just done another stream of this. There's no way I'm doing that again. I don't want to do this again. Listen, I don't mind shorter videos and shorter sessions. I don't like doing this. Like, I literally left YouTube not to do this. And here I am doing it again. Anyway. See? Take a look. I got rid of the vending machines. I thought it was the other one. I thought it was the other one that I got rid of. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. One vending machine goes, and then the other one stays, and it's going to be the one that I put all the other vending machines in. At a certain point, we're just going to stockpile it with vending machines, at least to a certain point. We'll talk about that when it happens. We'll talk about it. But either way, we're close to 100k. So, like, the taiyaki has helped. The taiyaki has helped tremendously. But we really need to start selling stuff that isn't taiyaki. And you might notice, and I haven't really talked about it, I have mentioned that having a variety of items, different items, is very useful. It doesn't necessarily have to be different items of different types. So for example, it doesn't have to be like a sword, a weapon, armor, etc, etc, etc. If you're having different types of food out there, that also is very helpful. It's just having diversity of any type that is going to make things a lot easier for you. Like at the window, you really, really want to make sure to try and get as many unique sets of items. So like food and a armor and a weapon or a bracelet or an accessory or whatever. Those are the key ones. But for anything on the countertops and stuff, it doesn't really matter so long as you're trying to make them a little bit diverse. Doesn't have to. And again, you've seen me do like the same shirt on 3 or 4 different like countertops. But I also try to make sure that there's also like something else along with it too. Like the diversity helps. You don't have to do it all the time. And I think I got confused here. Okay, yeah, I did get confused, but I figured it out. So. Look, it's so sad. The gloves weren't able to help me here. Did I talk about the gloves yet? Did I explain the gloves thing about how, like, precious metals don't affect gloves? So, like, if there's a drop in metal, the gloves aren't affected. That was the reason why I got the gloves. And then the gloves ended up being in a drop anyway. Harvest a disaster, the price of but the price of tough clothes have fallen. Oh dear. Price of weapons is normalized too. I remember panicking a lot more for this. This ended up, I think it was just because I didn't have a lot of money at the beginning. That's the only thing I could think of. Cause like this is not bad. Like I got 180 or 160, and I'm probably going to spend a lot of it on vending machines. Oh dear. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just going to stockpile with food. That's what I'm going to do. I think my brain was just like, I think at this point my brain was just like, you know what? I could go out and buy some shit. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing right now. I could go out and buy some stuff. What if it drops again? I think that's what my brain is thinking at this point. My brain was just like, I could, but I want to actually make some money. So why don't we make some money before we go out? So I just needed that little bit of reassurance sort of thing. I wanted to make sure there was some cash flow coming in before I went out and bought other stuff to make money with. Like I was very anxious. I was very anxious with this playthrough. This week was really stressful for me. But we got today and tomorrow, and then we'll be done, and then we'll be doing the next week, which honestly, there's nothing really new or special next week. So I'm just going to have to figure out some topics to talk about, because there's like there's nothing to update. There's nothing new and special going on. It's literally just a week of make as much money as possible, and it's going to all come from the vending machines, which as you can see, I'm actually selling them now. So look at me trying to sell for like 50% on a pink item. I wasn't thinking there. Anyway, I'll probably have to take another brain break. Listen, I love streaming and I love YouTube. My brain feels fried after these big long sessions. Like I've intentionally tried to take longer breaks to see how I would do this time, and it still hurts my head. I don't know how people do long sessions like over a course of a single day. Like how do you do 8-hour sessions? Like I already feel fried. And I get to do this all tomorrow, but with a shorter video. But either way, it's fine. It's fine. I'll you know what? It's probably going to be like doing mental health in general, I think. I think it'll be like mental health in general. I just have to learn like coping skills and stuff to like deal with it and deal with like the brain burn. Cause like I definitely feel the brain burn. Speaking of burn, I need to turn my air conditioner on again. I've been doing it on and off all day while I've been recording. Cause like if I keep the air conditioner on too long, my hands start cramping and everything hurts. But if I turn it off for too long, I get overheated and I feel sick to my stomach. And I don't win. I don't win either way. It sucks. Anyway, I oh yeah, I'm pointing out these because we don't use them. You can sell them, but honestly, they're more for adventurers. Look at me buying all that. Look at me buying all that. I I don't think I figured out at this point that I could buy multiple vendors. Like not the last two, but I don't think I realized at this point I could buy more than one old vendor. I don't think it hit me yet. I don't think it hit me. Oh no! It took me a little bit the first when I was playing. I do remember that. So like I do remember. It's just oh dear, oh dear. All right, it's fine. Look at me getting all these little expensive items. Speaking of expensive, the rings. I have been ignoring the rings up until this point, for the most part, until somebody requested a ring. And I didn't know people could request that. Listen, I'm sure it happened before. I just forgot that it was a thing that happened. Look at all these expensive items that are like 19,000, 20,000 that I could sell back. Isn't that great? Look at all this money I can make. Anyway, I'm just kind of going through. Like this is where all my money's going to be, by the way. This is where all my money's going to be. It's just going to be me selling a bunch of fur coats, a bunch of weapons, a bunch of armor. This is where all the money is coming from now. And I'm still buying some smaller stuff, but at a certain point, like, anything that is under 10k is no longer going to be at the window. Everything that is 10k or younger, they're going to the back. Everything else goes to the front. And it feels so good. Like, I start selling, I think, the big fancy blades into the vending machine, which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny to think of a vending machine with a sword in it. Listen, it's funny to think of a vending machine with a vending machine, but a vending machine with a sword just seems kind of very funny to me. Yep, there we go. There's the swords. There's my swords. I put a sword in now. And I'm just kind of looking around to see what else I can put in there. But, like, I put a sword. I'm going to put more swords. Oh, no. It's so funny. Literally can sell anything in those vending machines. It's crazy. Oh, anyway. This game is, like, really funny. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm trying to come up with stuff. But I'm running out of fumes. I'm running out of fumes. I might have to take a break before I do this last video because I'm just running out of fumes and I need like a few minutes to just think. Listen, when I first started streaming, I said I was going to make a list of all the things I wanted to talk about. That way I would have something to talk about. And by golly, I never made that damn list. But I knew I wouldn't. I always say I'm going to do stuff and then I don't. Or I do make that, I do try it and then I don't. Listen, the flooring kind of messed things up because I used to have like a whole bunch of stuff and then it kind of got scattered and mixed up. So a lot of the items have just kind of disappeared out of my room and I don't know where they're at now. It's just kind of all got scattered. Oh, I got something to say. I could talk about the little gift that I got. There was a festival recently, and I have a son. He's not my biological son. I just keep joking that he is my son because we hang out a lot, right? We hang out a lot, and he's very young, and I keep joking that he's my son. And apparently he was at the festival and he got me a little. It's kind of weird looking. It's one of those like 3D printed things, but it kind of jiggles and stuff. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's of Kuromi, which I love Kuromi. Kuromi, listen, I don't play. I haven't played the Hello Kitty game. I haven't played it yet. I've watched my mom play it. I've had to help my mom with the puzzles and stuff because she's not really good at puzzles. But I love I love a lot of the Hello Kitty characters. I think a lot of the Hello Kitty characters are cute, but my favorites are probably Kuromi and like My Melody. So, like, he saw this little figure and he bought it for me, and I'm really happy, and I'm just like, oh, you got that for me. I just keep looking at it and just keep shaking it. Like he knows I'm a fidgeter. He knows I like to stim by shaking things, and it's just so cute looking. Like it's a little silly, it's a little derpy thing. But it's kind of funny because like growing up, I didn't care much for Hello Kitty, and now I love Hello Kitty's universe and stuff like that. And I finally realized why. It's cause I hate Hello Kitty. like I love everybody else in the Hello Kitty universe, but Hello Kitty, I'm just like, nah, nah, it's kind of boring. Give me My Melody and Kuromi any day. Give me Kuropi. Give me like Choco Cat. Give me that little My Sweet Piano. God, I want My Sweet Piano merch. I love My Sweet Piano. Listen, if My Sweet Piano was more in like the U.S., I probably would get more merch of her. Like I think she could be one of my favorites. Uh, that one in like I know there's like a new little fairy on the Hello Kitty Island. I don't know if the DLC is out yet, but it's like a little like wheat fairy. She's so freaking cute. She's so freaking cute, and I love her. I love her to death. She might be a favorite too. Listen, I love Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty's universe. I love Sanrio. You know what? That's what I should say. I love Sanrio's universe. I love Sanrio. Listen, I love the brand. Listen, everybody has a brand that they're attached to. Mine's apparently Sanrio. Anyway, the price of precious metals has decreased. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Who cares? Anyway, apparently weapons are a precious metal. Is it precious because it can kill? Or is it precious because of the metal that's in it? I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of questions there. We've got the money now, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to try and make a little bit more money because I want to try and make sure that I have enough. Look, I'm already halfway to the 50K, but it's always good to have a few extra things running around. And it's always good to, like, buy a few more vending machines, right? Always good. Always good to buy a few more vending machines. You know what I mean? Like, I find it funny that I was just going to use... Listen, I had full plans on just being like, I'm not going to abuse the vending machines. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to play this legitimately. I'm just using the vending machines to get the flooring and the wall and the carpet and everything like that. I'm not going to abuse the vending machines. And then this week happened. I'm just like, I'm abusing the hell out of the vending machines. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, it was fun. Like, I'm sure you could do it without abusing the vending machine too, but like, man, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard without it. Like, especially when you're having bad weeks like this, where like it seems like almost every single thing. Like, I do remember in the original one, the weapons went down, and then the armor went down, and then the food went down, and they all went down at the same time, and it was near the end of the week, and I wasn't able to recover. And I think that's what kind of blew me over. There was like a few other things that I was having issues with too, but I couldn't make the money up because there was just nothing I could sell. And I didn't have like a big variety, so like that also didn't help. But man, I was struggling. I was struggling so bad. Look at me. Like, you notice I kept 200K on my pocket? It's almost like I was afraid or something like that. It's almost like I was afraid. It's like I was expecting something bad to happen or something like that. Like I wouldn't have enough money. Yeah, you and your two, your 1 and 2%. Listen, I feel like this is more of an angry emote for me than anything. Like every time I get frustrated, I use this emote more than this. Like I use this a lot less. Like this is more like just every so often, and I'm laughing usually when I use this. So like I don't know. So who knows? I mean, I'm just gonna start making robot noises now because like everything's getting fuzzy. Everything's getting like blur in my brain. I feel like mush. Listen, is this the most physically draining and taxing activity or job ever? No. Hell no. Not even. I used to work at Walmart. Listen, is it the most emotionally draining, devastating job I could ever work at? No. No, it's not. Never in a million years. I used to work at Walmart again. I love that that works for both cases. Anyway, and there's obviously jobs that are way worse than Walmart. Anyway, but I also used to work at a call center, so like, whew, yeah, there's way worse when it comes to like emotionally taxing and mentally exhausting and socially exhausting. But like, there's definitely a lot that hurts your brain after a long day session. Like I don't want to talk after I'm done with this. I don't want to open my mouth. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. Like my brain just gets this big intense feeling of mush, and I hope over time it gets like better. But I don't know. Like I feel like I'm just rambling about how like how much my head hurts and stuff like this is, but like I don't really know what else to say. Not this time anyway. I'm gonna take a break before I do like the next recording session. I might like go play a video game or goof off on the internet or something for a little bit before I do the last video of the night, because I desperately need the break. But we're gonna try and do a little bit more sales before the end of the day, and then we'll take that break because I need it. You might need it too, by the way. You might need the break too. How are you doing this week? It's been a week, hasn't it? It's been a month. It's been a year. It's been a life, hasn't it? It's been a life. No matter who you are, it's been a life, hasn't it? Whole bunch of stuff's been going on lately, hasn't it? Listen, you don't have to explain. You don't have to say anything. I get you. It's been a life. If you need that break, go ahead and take it. This is your calling. This is your listen. Unless it's gonna like cause you some like actual issues with like your job and stuff. But like if you need that moment to like just stop and think to yourself, like call this your like little opportunity or whatever. Like don't feel bad. Like stop, take a break, take a breather, think about like the things going on in your life and challenge yourself, sort of thing. Because I feel like challenging yourself is like being willing to challenge yourself for every so often and like question yourself is some of the best things that you could do for yourself, right? Like it's very easy to get like into a rut and feel like everything's gone stale because you're just so used to doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, right? So being willing to like stop every so often and like ask yourself a question, being like, hey, how are we doing today? How are we feeling? Are we doing good? Do we need to change something? Do we know what we need to change? Like I think that's also a very important question, because sometimes you don't even know what you need to change, but you know something's wrong, and so you kind of have to ask yourself what we're feeling, and got to try to dig deep and try to figure out what that feeling is, because sometimes it's hard to figure it out. Sometimes you need a little help finding that too. Sometimes you gotta go talk to somebody to figure it out. Not necessarily a therapist. Like therapy can be good, But not everybody needs a therapist. Sometimes they need like sometimes they need just like a good close friend that understands their problem, or like somebody in like their field of work that's like maybe they trust, or somebody in their neighborhood. Listen, I know some people are like stressed out over like religious figures and stuff like that, so I won't say specifically religious figures, but like some people do go to like religious figures for that. Like by all means, if that makes you feel better, if you feel better talking to like your preacher, priest, or whatever, your rabbi, whatever, go for it. It's not me personally. Listen, I'm talking about myself. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm talking to myself. Personally, I don't feel comfortable talking like that stuff to preachers, but I have trauma. So for me, that sort of thing is not really good for me to talk about to a person in faith. Like I prefer talking to somebody else, like in therapy, or even like people that I know that aren't in a church. For me, it's easier to talk outside of the church than it is within. So the trauma. Yeah, nothing like it's nothing against the church itself. It's just I've had bad issues with it in the past. So like I how do I explain this? Listen, I don't think I'm going to, I think people are going to get mad no matter what I say. But like part of me, listen, I think I've already said that I'm an atheist, but there's like some days where I'm just kind of like, man, I miss the days when I believed. Does that make sense? Like not necessarily missing the church, because the church that I was in was not really great, but I do miss having that kind of like faith in a higher power. I really struggle to have that faith now. I don't know how people could do it, especially during this day and age. Like I feel like it's I don't know how people could do it. I don't know how you could have like not necessarily blind faith, but feel comfortable in enough in yourself to believe in like God personally. But that again, it it probably is more my experience and stuff. Like for me, it's either my brain is like either there is nobody or there is somebody, but they're not really a god. It's more like multiple gods or multiple deities. But I feel like if that's the case, then I don't know if they're really, I don't know if you can really call them a god, because they're like there's multiple of them. I don't know. I don't know. Am I overthinking? Yeah, probably. This is probably a sign that I need to go off. This is a sign that I need to go off because I'm thinking too hard again. I'm overthinking. I'm getting into spiritual territory. This is not a good sign. But we're at the end, so it's fine. This is the perfect time to like quit. Anyway, my brain hurts. I'm gonna pause right here. So, price of sweets has increased, the swords have normalized. Please report troublesome adventures to the Adventurers Guild. I'm just going to let this finish. But yeah, well, I guess it's going to finish for me. But either way, I paused that by accident. Thank you all for watching. Um, if you enjoyed this video, hit like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, maybe not necessarily in that order, whatever order you want to do. And if you're following me on Twitch, that also helps out. Don't have to, none of that's required, but it helps. All of that does help. And I will talk to you tomorrow when this next video pops up that I'm about to do. And hopefully I'll have the brain to work on it tonight. I'm going to take a little I'm going to take a long break before I get to the next part. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.